Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast, and today I'm going through my top 10 graded comics, CBCS and CGC, no PGX, but I had one extra one that I forgot I had. So definitely, if you get a chance, check out number 28 through 11, and then I also did my 9.6s. So I got two videos for that. Check those out as well so you can see all these books. I got this idea from my good friend Matt from the channel The Boy Who Had Seven Talks Comics. So definitely check out his channel. Awesome guy. He did his top 100 9.8s. Blows my mind that there's people that have more than 100 9.8s. And actually, after watching this video, I found out there's at least two people in the community that I know with over 100 9.8s. Incredible, incredible. And the trouble I had breaking down just 28 9.8s, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it, breaking down 100 plus 9.8s to get down to your top 100 and then put them in order. It was quite the undertaking for me with only 28. So anyway, let's get started. The one that I had that I forgot I had, and the case is just badly damaged. I dropped it one time. And this is before I realized that I found out that if you crack a case, I don't mean completely crack it, that you can send it in and they will recase it for you, re-slab it. And I wish I had known that earlier. So anyway, it's The Killing Joke. This is the first print. You can see that bad crack right there. You can see it on the back. Yeah, that's probably not going to be a 9.8 anymore, which makes me so sad. This is actually probably one of the very first slabs that I ever bought. And it just slipped. I had it setting on something and it just kind of fell off, banged that corner, pieces everywhere. I was going to actually try to crack it out myself and then send it in to get it regraded. I made a mess of that. I made an absolute mess of that. Anyway, number 10. Number 10. Oh, I was wondering why this book was here. I forgot I actually put this one in the top 10. This is one of those that I was like, do I put it in the top 10? Do I leave it just outside the top 10? There's a couple books in here that I was back and forth on. Detective Comics 1000. This is the Adam Hughes Catwoman Virgin cover. That's fire. That is beautiful fire. Adam Hughes, definitely one of my favorite artists. I mentioned Greg Horn in my last video. Adam Hughes is right there. Greg Horn, Alex Ross. There's a few others. Amanda Conner, I love Amanda Conner artwork. There's a few that's in that top list. Oh, how could I forget Art Germs? I know I'm gonna get some people saying, "What about Art Germ?" Yeah, Art Germ, Jim Lee. Can't forget Jim Lee. But so many more. But when I saw this, I was like, "Gosh, I've got to get that. I've got to get that." And a good friend of mine, Joker68, my good friend Joker, he ordered it, made sure I got him. So there you go. Love that. Love that Catwoman cover. All right. Number 9. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 30th anniversary special, signed by Kirkman. Did I just say Kirkman? I meant Eastman. I know someone's going to give me crap on that. I apologize. I had 3 books in the last video signed by Kirkman. Kevin Eastman. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Oh, I expect to get some comments about that. I'm so sorry. I got to meet him at San Diego Comic Con last year. Gosh, that was so cool. Uh, he was one of the few people I was kind of nervous about meeting because grew up being a Turtles fan back in the '80s. So seeing one of the creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, you're gonna meet Eastman. Oh my gosh. So I thought that was awesome. This one has a story behind it. First off, I absolutely love this story. Crosswind, signed by Gail Simone and Kat Staggs. The recent edit is verified instead of being witnessed, which actually I wanted to get it done by CGC. Gail Simone was at the DC booth, and so I go over and I was like, "Can somebody come over to the DC booth when I get Simone's autograph and Gail Simone's autograph?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're not allowed over there." It's like, "Wait, what?" It's like, "Yeah, well, they get mad because they get crowds built up around their booth, so they don't want us just standing around." And I was like, "Yeah, I get that." So me being sneaky, I go over to CBCS and they're like, "Nah, can't go." Yeah, they don't want us over there. It's like, gosh. So that's why it's actually verified instead of witness signature. I think this story is absolutely amazing. I know they're talking about having a TV series from it. They were telling me back 2017, no 2018. I think it might have been 2019 when I actually got this signed. And they were telling me, Kat and Gail, that they are going to do another run of these of this story because the story was great. And so they're telling me they want to do another story for it. So at some point we'll get another arc from Crosswind. I can't wait. And if they get that TV series, I'm so looking forward to it. Great story. If you get a chance, you haven't, check out Crosswind. Next, what are we at? 7? Yeah, number 7. I don't have to look. I know which one this is. Detective Comics number 1000. Yes, another Detective Comics 1000. The Harley Quinn black and white. I love that. The virgin cover. I love this cover. I don't even know who did the cover. Ji Hyung Lee, which I probably mispronouncing. The Forbidden Planet cover. There's also a color version. I think there's trade dresses also. But this one right here, absolutely love it. Just Harley as that's just Harley as a badass right there. That is phenomenal artwork. To me, the black and white. I actually do not have the color version of this one. I just think this one is so much better than the color version. And the color version is pretty doggone impressive. So, had to get that one. Had to get that one. Again, that's one that might have gotten pushed back a little bit, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Number 5, or number 6, excuse me, number 6. Number 6. Number 6. This one, I wanted to be my top 5. I couldn't do it. There was no room. Just no room. Love this cover. The Crow Hack Slash number 1, the Brandon Lee homage cover. No, well, not homage, but the Brandon Lee cover of the Crow. Huge fan of Brandon Lee. I've said this many times. The reason I started training mixed martial arts was Brandon, and love this cover. It's by Crutchfield. Michael Crutchfield did the art on this, and wow, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful cover. I wanted to sit here and just gush on, about this one for another hour, but I know you guys will get bored with it. But, man, tip of the glass so I can do some literature. Den of the Damned edition. Den of the Damned edition. I was limited to 600, so yeah. You know I had to get that one. Then there's one that just came out this past year, or actually a couple months ago. A different The Crow cover. So, pretty awesome. Next, number 5. Harley Quinn #1. From the original Harley Quinn run. Had to get this one. And I actually have one. And I thought it was in mint condition. Then, because I bought it a long time ago. Never even thought about getting it graded. It was before I considered getting graded books. And I was just like, I just got it, cool. And it actually has some wear on it, kind of in this area where it's almost going through the entire cover. I never noticed it. Never noticed it. So, a friend of mine, he had it. And I was like, you want to sell it? He was like, heck yeah, I'll sell it. Gave me a great deal on it. So, very happy to have this one. Harley Quinn #1. Terry Rachel Dodson did the cover art on this one. Was it Paul Denny did the story on here? Carl Kessel. Carl Kessel did the story on that one. Love that cover. To me, it's kind of iconic. It's not overly iconic, but for me, you know, being a Harley fan, yeah, definitely iconic. Number 4. I'm telling you, these are tough. These are tough. Gosh, I love this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe #1. Stan Sakai, the creator of Usagi Yojimbo. Great character. If you don't know the character, definitely do some research, do some reading. Great character. I remember me and one of my best friends, we were at Toys R Us and we saw some turtle plushes and we saw this samurai rabbit. We were like, what the heck is that? The samurai rabbit. Did some research, did some reading. Usagi Yojimbo. And met him in San Diego. Nice as can be. Very soft-spoken. And he had a booth in San Diego. So I walked over. Because I actually met him at the IDW booth first. And then I walked over and I was like, you doing sketches? He's like, yeah, what you need? Well, he didn't say it that way. And I was like, on comic covers? He's like, yeah, sure. So I ran over to the IDW booth because I remember seeing the blank covers, ran back, and there we go. The next day, picked this beauty up. As you can see right there, we got a turtle kind of sneaking his head out of the water. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Sometimes I ramble a little bit on these books. Three to go. This one right here, a couple years ago, would have been a clear-cut #1. I remember when I got this book back from CGC, I think one of the first comments on it was, well, I guess I'll be seeing that on eBay. Like, you will never see this on eBay unless I really need money. And hopefully I never need money so bad this book has to sell. Detective Comics, $8.80. I love this. I love this cover. It took me forever to find this book. At the time, when it came out, one of the hottest books out there at the time. Actually, not when it came out. It just happened to be so when I started looking for it, it happened to start getting hot about that time. One of my friends that had a local shop, he's like, yeah, I got one. And I was like, you want to sell it? He's like, well, I haven't had a chance to read it yet. It's like, so, all right. So I go to shows, never seeing them. Maybe I'm just missing them. I don't know. Maybe they're just selling before I get to it. After about 3 or 4 months, I was at a show in Tidewater Comic Con to be exact, and I saw one, and I was just like, oh. And I was like, how much? And I looked at it for a second. I was like, it's really, really high grade. So I bought it, thinking it was going to be a 9.4 or a 9.6. I had them press it and come back 9.8. This is my favorite Joker cover by far. By far. And if you watch my 9.6s, there's a Salvation Run number 7 Neil Adams variant, which I absolutely love as well. But this one, I know for a while, you could find it on wallets, you could find it on cell phone covers, t-shirts, and I just love this cover. Love that cover. Okay, enough gushing about that one. But to make my top 3, I got to do some gushing. The next 2, I'm going to be gushing all over the place for these next 2. Oh, man. Funny story about this one. It was purchased by accident. Because the book over here beside me was the book I meant to get. This is a very happy accident. Back to the Future. Was it number 1? Number 1, this is a sketch variant. Artist edition is what they're actually calling it. Signed by the cast of Back to the Future. It was a very happy mistake when I purchased this book. It was on an auction, and it come right after this other book, and I missed out on it at the time. Luckily, I got back at another auction, and they had it again, and I actually purchased it for less than I thought I would, which makes me even happier. So let's see who all signed it. Tip of the glasses. Leah Thompson, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd. And there's more in the back, I think. Thomas Wilson, and there's one more, and for some reason they did not put her on here. I don't know why. I think it was the lady that actually plays his girlfriend in the movie also signed it, but for some reason it's actually not listed on here, which I find really odd. But gosh, I love this book. It's one of those books that I actually wanted to get, but I was like, I can't get that one. And it actually sold for much less than I anticipated. So very, very happy accident. Back to the Future, signed by the cast. And a sketch variant on top of it makes it even better. Not sketch variant, black and white variant. They actually call it the artist edition. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And number 1, I think a lot of you guys that know me are going to know what book this is. It is my Kate Beckinsale signed Underworld Blood Wars. Love the cover to begin with. I actually bought the book, both covers, when they came out. And when this book came up for auction, signed, I said, I gotta have it. I've got to have that. I've got to have a Kate Beckinsale signature in my collection. To be honest, I didn't realize I needed it so bad until I actually saw one. And I was like, yeah, there it is. There's my chance to get the Beckinsale autograph. And this one right here to me is a much better cover than the second one, but I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. They had some posters, but I was like, I don't want a poster. Posters were much cheaper, actually. But I saw that, I was like, gosh, I've jokingly told people, like, yeah, that's my wife, and she doesn't know it. Don't spoil it. Never met her, we'll never meet her, but I was just like, gosh, yeah. Kate Beckinsale, Underworld Blood Wars. So that is my top 10 9.8s. Let me know which ones you guys would move out of the top 10, because I think there's definitely some you guys would probably say, yeah, let's put this one somewhere else. I would totally get it. The top 3, I don't think you're going to convince me to take those out of the top 10. Maybe the top 5 are ones that would not make it out of the top 10. The top 3, they would not make it out of the top 3. But anyway, the top 4 actually. Forgot my Usagi sketch. Yeah, those are not getting out of that top 4. But anyway, that is my list. Thank you guys for watching the last 4 videos. My CGC, CBS 9.6s, and then my 9.8. My top list of both of them. Thank you guys for watching. So much appreciated. That's all I got. And you guys, have an incredible day.